Okay, so let's start session 2 for social marketing. Let me start. Yeah. Okay. So, any question you guys still have on session 1? I highly recommend you to go through the offline readings I recommended because it's very important. And any question if you guys have, feel free to post it on the forum. I will reply, on the daily basis toward the end of the day. So just keep posting your questions or your queries or anything you have. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Aditya, can you put yourself on mute? There's a lot of background noise. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So in today's session, we'll try to cover sales and marketing funnel. It's a very typical concept of digital or social market, traditional market also. So so basically, the basic idea of having a sales or marketing funnel is, let's say, you have a database or you have target customers with 1,000 plus people, right? And it's kind of funnel. You shortlist 1,000, then then in after first phase there would be 500 left who are really interested in the product. Then after some time only 250 will left who really wants to step out and buy your product, and actually only 100 people will buy. So in any marketing campaign you really have to create a sales and marketing funnel. So you design funnel depending upon specific business. There cannot be a generic funnel which you put it for all business. And funnel help you provide insight of your conversation process. Like, so I'll just cover how it works. So this is a funnel. You started with you make your aware. So you make your product aware. Then you, like, for example, you are launching a mobile phone, right? So in the top, at the top of the funnel, you make people aware about your product, right? So there can be millions of people who will look into your ad and they get aware of it, right? Then you take various steps depending upon the business, how you shortlist your people, then you identify your customer. So first, so I'll just give you an example also with this potential customer. So you identify your potential customer at the top of the funnel. Then you see people who have seen your ad, right? For example, for Facebook, there are billions of users, but you identify, okay, people living in India, specifically specific city with the specific uh, income segment, right? So you identify those, then that only those people should view their ad. Then you roll out your ad, right? So it is clear. So I'll go very slow because it is very important
Yes,
concept to be. So you understand
yes,
how.
sir. Sir, may I pitch my product there? If I met to any customers, it's depend on pitch.
Yeah, pitch is right. So you are correct. Depends on pitch. First you will identify your potential customer. So let's say you are planning to launch a campaign for a. I think mobile is a very common example. Let's take something else. Uh, okay, let's say you are, you know,
I take any mobile app, Android app.
right. So let's say you are, launching a grocery home delivery app, right? So
Yes, sir.
if you launch it, you cannot really on a very first go, you cannot really start your service across pan India, right? So you identify any specific area or let's say you identify that, okay, I'll just provide my service to people living in South Delhi, right? So who are your potential customer? People living in
South
South
Delhi
Delhi.
customers.
Right, right. Then you create an ad, you contact your you create an ad for different social media platforms, and you roll out that ad. Then
Yes, sir.
not everyone will look into may look at your ad, right? So then you identify, as a next step, you get to know about people who have seen your ads, right? So that is second step of the funnel, right? So let's say
Yes.
there are a million people, or मतलब 10 लाख लोग हैं आपके. That's it. You have 10 lakh people
Yeah.
staying in South Delhi, right? And then you roll out your ad, and then only 5 lakh people really see your ad, right?
Yes.
Right. So that's the first thing. Now maybe 5 lakh people see your ad, but only 2.5 or 2 lakh people click on your ad,
Yeah.
right? So people who have clicked your ad copy to arrive at a landing page. So people who click your ad and arrive your landing page. This is the third step. Fourth step, people who start ordering. Now once people land on your page, they start looking into whatever supplies you have. They add in their cart, right? And so let's say from this 2 lakh, 1 lakh people just look into your product and they close the window. They don't order. So only 1 lakh people finally goes and do an order and pay for your groceries, right? Got it?
Sir, excuse me.
Hmm.
Actually, excuse me.
Hmm.
Actually, right now I am working as a app selling.
Mhm.
It's a educational app, all
Okay.
or nots.
Okay.
So people is not responding on social media. Actually, they're watching it, but they are not responding. If we send them any particular message on mail or by mobile, then they are responding any as a 5%, minimum 5%, not more than 5%. It's for the school.
Okay.
So what we will do? Just collect email IDs and send them proposal
Mhm.
as a meeting request or proposal,
Mhm.
or do meeting with them,
Okay.
then pitch your product and make close it.
Okay. So
Then we get closers.
so what you are saying, that your social media campaign is not giving you the desired outputs, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Right.
you have high number of people who see your ads, right?
Yeah, sir.
But there are only few who are really clicking on your ads, right?
Yes, sir.
So you are doing it on Facebook or what?
On Facebook also. It's
Mhm.
also on Twitter.
Okay.
But
But
people is not responding.
okay, but when you send it over email, then there are 5% people who really turn up, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so your email response is better than your Facebook and Twitter response.
Yes, sir. Mail marketing is.
So in that case, you may need to see your segmentation. What are you really targeting, the right kind of segment?
Well,
So
is not.
so what is like what? So let's. I think let's take a. It's a very interesting case study, and we should discuss it in more detail. Because a more practical.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of product you have? If you can just tell us about it.
It's a Android app is connect student, parents, and teacher. You can we can send assignment PDF to students.
Okay.
It's like that. As a similar to WhatsApp.
Okay, but this application has to be by schools, right? As a student, if I buy
Yes, sir.
it, I cannot use it until unless my school doesn't use it, right?
Yeah. If any student will buy it, they can't use it
Right,
because it will start by school.
right. So basically, your customers are your schools, right? Not your students.
Yes, sir.
So
Not a student.
now so okay. Now let's think from this perspective now. So your potential customers are schools. Okay. Now
Schools.
school in itself is not an individual identity, right? School is not a physical it's a physical place, but it's not an individual, right? So there would be people in,
Yes.
or there would be authorities in school who will going to decide this, right?
Yes, sir.
Generally those authority would be principal. or your coordinators
Yeah,
or
we
your
admin.
admins, right? Now, so your potential customers are school admins.
Yes.
Now, when you target Facebook, think from this perspective. When you do an
Yes.
ad on Facebook, how many school admin are interested in looking a professional ad or ad related to their school on a Facebook?
Mostly, sir, Chinese schools having their own app like DPS and others also, and Christian schools also having their own app. So they are not responding on that. We have to target only public schools,
Mhm.
local schools.
Small schools.
So they are responding on that,
Mhm.
and mostly 10% people agree to buy it.
Yeah. So what I understand is that small public schools are responding to your
Yes.
email campaign, but still not your social marketing campaign,
Yeah. Email
right?
marketing only.
Yeah.
Or by cold call.
Right. Yeah. So I think it's a good example because not every product may not be suitable for market over social media.
Yes, sir.
Right. See, why? I'll tell you. So I'm not, I cannot say that I'm really a, expert of social media marketing. But in my opinion or in my understanding, if you are doing this campaign, if you're running a campaign on Twitter, first of all, Twitter people don't use it for personal perspective. Generally,
Schools.
yeah, so people don't use it for, so tutor generally if schools, in my experience, if any school is using, they use it for broadcasting the messages, right?
Yes, sir.
So generally people don't use it for other purpose. There are, people use it for, so in the context of school, they may not be using it for regular purpose. Facebook maybe, but again, that's majorly for your personal purpose, right? So
Actually, sir, they're having their own website, so they are not using also Facebook. If they don't have, then they using any page for schools.
no, but you can
Facebook page.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this. So the problem with, or the challenge with this, yeah, campaign is that
Yes, sir.
school doesn't have any identity of as an individual, right? It's admin people who are going to take this decision,
Yes.
right? And database which you have is related to schools. You will not have a Facebook. So how you created your Facebook campaign? Like what segment of user you have targeted? So do you know that?
So, we are targeting. No, sir.
Right. So maybe you may need to tweak your Facebook campaign that you target professionals who are working in school, right?
Yes.
So you need to target admin people Facebook account, not general everyone's account.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I think this the whole segmentation, targeting, positioning, and then 3 C's are very important. This is the classic example where you may have very
Yes.
so I'm not sure what's your how your company has created a campaign, but it's may possible or it might possible that they have created a very generalized campaign. So I have a video to play. I'll show that video in this class only, that how smart advertisement or campaign you have to run.
Yes.
But you guys, okay, so you are able to understand this sales and marketing funnel,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. So I'll move to,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So I'll move to just a comparison between typical sales marketing funnel and sales funneling in e-commerce. So how e-commerce sales funneling start? Impressions. How many people really view your ad? So that's called impression. When your ad displayed on one particular Facebook account, it's called impression. Then clicks. How many people really click on your ad? Then the third step is landing page. how many people really lands on your page. Fourth is product selection. How many people really, select product and add into cart. And then payment. How many people really, complete a payment. So typically for a new venture or new campaign or new site, generally, you have a lot of high impression. Then you have a high click landing page, and ultimately payment would be very less, like only 5-10% will going to buy. So you have to keep tweaking your ad campaigns on social media marketing depending upon your response. Let's say you are seeing very high number of impressions, but you are not seeing major turnaround in clicks. That means there is some problem with the content itself, right? That people are
Yes.
able to see, but they are not finding your ad interesting. Let's say your click numbers are high, but your landing page number are very less. That means there is some problem in your site. People click it, but your site or your landing page might be too slow that people just close it before visiting. That it's too slow, or people may not be finding it very attractive, catchy. Then product selection. That maybe if you are seeing your product selection too low, that means people are seeing your impression. They click on it, they land on your page, but they are not able to find products which are relevant to them, right? So maybe you have not done your segmentation properly, or your products description are not good, or you have a higher rate, right? And then payments. And finally what happens? Then if your payment turnaround is low, then your other funnel types, then you have to see whether your payment is really there's some problem, like people not finding it easy to do a payment, or people are not able to trust it. Do you need to have more payment options, right? Or you may need to have more discounts. So this is a typical sales funneling for e-commerce site. So generally what happened in
Yes.
any social media marketing campaign, the social media team, they roll out a campaign, and on daily basis they track all these things. They generally track what are our impressions for the day, how many clicks are happening, how many landing pages. So depending upon the numbers, they change their strategy. Okay. So any question?
Yes, sir. Yes. No, sir.
No, sir.
So some commonly used terms in marketing, in social media marketing, impressions. Whenever your ad is displayed, it is counted as a one impression. So irrespective whether person really looked into it or not, but if you have that ad visible, it's a one impression. Ad copy. Ad copy is nothing but an actual ad which get displayed. Click, when user click on it. CPM, which is cost per thousand. So there are different costing model of different social media platform, which we're going to cover later on. But generally cost per thousand means cost which you pay for 1,000 ads, maybe 1,000 click or 1,000 impression. Pay per click or cost per click. In some of the model, some of the platform charge you only when users click on your ad, but not on when you view it. CTR is click-through rate. How many people are really actually clicking on your ad versus how many are viewing it. Landing page, we all know. Conversion. Few users will convert into customer and to take a desired action. So conversion rate is nothing but the rate of customers from impression to conversion you are able to run. Let's say you have 1,000 impression and only 100 people really become your customers. So your conversion rate is 1:10. Now search engine optimization. So we all know, right? When you do a Google, some few top advertisement or top results come, right? So there's a whole stream called search engine optimization, how you put a tag. So this is SEO. So any question on this?
Sir,
Mhm.
sir, can you explain CPC with a little bit example?
Okay. Pay per click or cost per click. Okay. For example, some of the social media platform give you a flexibility that they will going to charge only when user clicks on your ad. Okay. Why? So first, why so? For let's say for example of Facebook. So Facebook generally provide ad on the right panel, right? So when you open your Facebook account, on the right side of the space, it's showcase your ad, right? Or maybe in the middle of the feed. So like this, some of the platform provide you an option that they will not going to charge on impression. Okay, no, because a simple case is that it may showing my ad, but the uh, placement is so offbeat that user is not really able to see that ad, or user is not you know just scroll through that ad. So why should I pay for it, right? So in that case, some of the social media had this model where they charge only when user click on your ad. Then it makes sure that, okay, if I am clicking, I have definitely viewed your ad and I'm interested.
Yes, sir.
Got my point?
Yes, sir. So, sir, if we have a calculate CPC,
Mm-hmm.
so if we if I have like doing any product through any app or anything through Facebook. So Facebook, if Facebook through some few person is liking my product by by like face to face, so many much customer is taking my product. So how we calculate?
Uh, Sorry, come again, Jyoti.
I am saying, sir, I have selling some dress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so through like customer visit also, and face to like app through also. So app through fewer customer is visiting on my through going through on my product,
Mm-hmm.
but like customer stop customer visit is so much customer is taking my product.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, sir, we calculate there just if we have a calculate CPC, then just we calculate how much customer is taking our product by
No,
Facebook
no, 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 no,
per
no.
click.
Yeah, so basically what happens is, so when you roll out a campaign on social media, you select a pricing model, that you select a model that I'm going to pay per impression or I'm going to pay per click. So let's say, for
Yeah.
example, Facebook, let's say Facebook says that, so Facebook generally charge as per impression. So for example, Facebook says that per impression, I'll going to charge 10 rupees per impression and 15 rupees per click. So which model you want to take?
Hmm.
So if you take per click model, that means you have to pay to Facebook only when a user click on that ad.
Yeah.
So you all understand that Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter,
Yeah.
they charge for the advertisement, right? It's not free,
Ye- Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
It's not free. So how you going to pay it? You have to have some criteria to pay, right? So one criteria is impression. So whenever your ad, somebody looks into your ad, you have to pay. The other is if somebody clicks on your ad, then you have to pay.
Means in both condition we have to pay.
No, you have to select one of the model. You cannot have both the models. So one model says you have to pay when somebody looks at your ad. The other paying model is when somebody clicks on your ad.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Right.
Now I
So it's a
understood.
yeah, it's a two different model.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So any other question on this commonly used terms?
Hello.
Yeah, Aditya.
So what is CTR, click-through rate?
Okay. Click-through rate is nothing but how many, uh, when you let's say if you have 10,000 impressions, right? And only 10 people visit your click on the ad. So click-through rate is what? 10,000, 10 divided by 10,000, right? So how many really people click through your ad rather than just looking into your ad. This really require, or this is helpful when you want to see the uh, effectiveness of your content. Let's say, if your ad is really not catchy and it doesn't have provide attention to user, so your click-through rate would be too less.
It shows how many people are interested or seeing your ad.
Right. How many people are interested? How many people have really clicked post your looking into your ad?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So should we move to next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for this course, we will going to discuss 3 platforms, because there are so many thousands of social media marketing channels. So we'll just cover 3: Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, because these are the 3 popular ones. And we can discuss others also if time permits and if you have any questions. But feel free to explore other platforms also or channels. So Google. So let's talk about Google. So Google basically have 2-3 options, right? One is search ad, second is display ad, and third is video ads. Right? Sorry. So have you seen these ads? Have you seen
Yes,
this?
sir.
So when you go to Google and you say kids license, kids furniture, so it shows this kind of ad, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is your search ad. Your ad
Sir,
appears next. Yeah.
sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir,
Mhm.
sir, in YouTube also we seen so many ads.
Right. So those are
Yes,
video ads,
so that, yeah, that is a video ad.
right?
Yes,
And
sir.
then there's a display
So
ad. Yeah.
that is a display ad.
Yeah. So Google provide you 3 kinds of ad. First is yeah. First is search ad. So it's a very intuitive ad where you only display a product or advertisement when a customer is really looking for something. Like, so it's not a kind of pull mechanism. I say, you go and you say that I want to buy best smartphone, right? So you do a search, so it will give you some ad, right? So that is that ad where people are intended to do it. So it's a intent driven ad. Then there's a display ad again, so Google says that it has a network of 2 million websites and the and application. So then so on Google display ad, you display ad depending upon user preferences. So for example, I'll give you an example. So if you go on Google and if you, let's say, type any product, let's say if you visit Flip, you go on Google and you say uh, latest t-shirts or latest trending t-shirts, let's say you search on Google. So what Google will do, it will store your preference that you are looking for, latest trending t-shirts in market. Now, whenever you visit Google partner site, which has taken Google ad or they have added Google ad on their site, so whenever you visit it, it will show you an advertisement from uh, sites or people selling trending t-shirts. So that's the display ad. Same is the case of video ads. So when you go to YouTube, you see video ads. Those video ads is again on your preferences, when you know what kind of preference you have. You are profiling basically. So I think next time what I will say is that you go and try to explore. Like I think NDTV, Times of India, all these are using Google ad. So you go there and visit their site. You will see advertisement towards the end on the right corner or different corners depending upon your own preferences. So go and visit that and you will get a better look. So any question
Okay,
on
sir.
any question, any doubt on 3 kinds of ad which Google provides?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, like according to me, sir, like you are telling, search ad means whenever you have to see any products, then we type there like your T-shirt or anything that Google showing that ad. Hmm? Hello.
Yeah. So
Hello.
yeah, so you are right.
So,
So
sir, it's right.
right? So if you see this, the current screen which I shared, so I search for Samsung mobile phone. So it shows me two kind of ad, right? One is the ad which is comes under sponsored, and then there is a search result, right? So it shows this ad tag. You see this, right? This one, ad. Right. So it's clear, Jyoti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is Facebook ad. Then if you go to Google, so this is kind of, oh sorry, it was a Google ad. If you go to Facebook, now if you see this, this suggested page, right? So this is a ad because somebody in my circle likes it. So Facebook also shows me, maybe I are going to like it, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then LinkedIn, this kind of ad which comes on LinkedIn, again, your basis on your preference and your profiles. Pricing model, this is what we were discussing, cost per mile. So when you pay for 1,000 impression. So generally in this costing model, you pay to a social media platform or channel per 1,000 impressions. So, let's say Google or Facebook says that we charge 1,000 rupees per 1,000 impression, right? So whenever somebody view your 1,000 impression happens, you have to pay 1,000 rupees. Then the other model is CPC, which we discussed, cost per click or pay per click. Pay only when someone clicks on your ad. Then CPA, cost per action. Pay if someone buy or do any action. So this is generally, it's one more level. You generally pay only when somebody buy on your site, buy your product. So CPM is clear or CPC is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. CPA might be confusing, right?
CPA. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cost per action. How you really know, if your customer is buying. So typically, if you see, so do you know how Flipkart, Snapdeal work? All the product which they
No,
show,
sir.
do they really own, buy it for you? Okay. So what all these e-commerce platform, Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal does, that you can contact them and you can list your product over their site. Let's say if you're selling a t-shirt, customer t-shirts, and you contact Snapdeal that I want to sell this t-shirt on your platform, you can enroll it and you can list it. So Snapdeal charge typically when somebody buy a product from them,
Yes, I understood.
right? So cost per action that you pay to Snapdeal, Flipkart or Amazon only when someone buy your product over it.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So generally what happens is
Sir,
yeah.
sir, one thing. Uh, if I want to sell my product through Snapdeal, so if Snapdeal will accept my product, then I will pay to Snapdeal.
So you will play, so in cost per action model, you will play to Snapdeal only when somebody buy. Let's say your cost price or your listed price on site is 100 rupees, right?
Okay.
If somebody
Sir,
buy,
is they charge any advertising cost?
yes.
But sir, it's their own responsibility that why they will charge on me if product will not sell.
So see, so there are different agreements model, depending upon what kind of company you are, right? So if you are a
Yeah.
big companies like Gioni or Oppo, where you are also advertising and creating your market. In that case, you can sign a deal with Snapdeal that you may not going to charge. But I'm not sure exactly about what is their model, but they definitely going to charge for whenever somebody buy. In some cases, they may also charge for advertisement also.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Right. So Jyoti, to answer your
It
question,
means
Jyoti,
Yes, sir.
so to answer the question,
Sorry.
you pay when somebody buy. So let's say if your list price is 100 rupees and you have a 20% agreement with Snapdeal, so you pay 20 rupees to Snapdeal whenever somebody buy. So which includes their logistic cost also.
yes, sir. Yeah. Obviously, they will charge logistic charge.
Right.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Cost per view, generally it happens for your video ad. So you pay only when somebody really view your video ad. You don't pay, if somebody doesn't view your ad. Cost per follower, it is again, it's generally this happen is, let's say, you know, for example, if you are launching a new product and you want to build an awareness. So you may contact a social media platform that I'll pay on clicks, or I will pay how many follower media will get for me. Right? Let's say if you 10,000 people view your ad and 5,000 click on follow me, then you will pay for 5,000 people.
Sir, excuse me.
Yep.
सर ये समझ गया हूँ कास्ट पर एक्शन ये सब कुछ समझ गया हूँ बट ये समझ नहीं आया सर एक एग्जांपल दे दीजिएगा जैसे कि कास्ट पर क्लिक तो ये बहुत कॉस्टली हो जाएगा ये किस तरीके के प्रोडक्ट या फिर किस तरीके की उसमें स्टेप्स में सही रहेगा जो कि हम ले रहे हैं जैसे कि हम कुछ ऐसा डाल देते हैं कार्टून है कास्ट पर क्लिक तो वो तो बहुत कॉस्टली पड़ जाएगा ना कंपनी के लिए क्योंकि कार्टून तो कोई भी देख लेता है
देखो क्या होता है जनरली क्या होता है जो कॉस्ट पर इम्प्रेशन होता है ना सीपीएम जो होता है या कॉस्ट पर माइल इनका रेट जनरली मैंने देखा है कि कम होता है कॉस्ट पर माइल लेट्स से कॉस्ट पर इम्प्रेशन जनरली लेट्स से अगर 1 रुपए हुआ कॉस्ट पर क्लिक विल ऑलवेज बी हाई मतलब वो पर क्लिक आपको 5 रुपए टाइम मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 2-3% ऑलमोस्ट 200-300% हाई होता है. So that's really totally depend upon different, some marketing, some social media platform really doesn't support cost per impression. I think LinkedIn charge cost per click only. Whereas Facebook charge, wherever Facebook charge cost per impression.
Yes.
So these are the
and YouTube charge. YouTube will charge on video.
So yes. So some of the platform or channel support one, or some of the platform channel support two. So that depends upon their own business model.
Yes.
Right.
Now what?
Yeah. So definitely. So when you build your social media marketing campaign, you really have to consider what specifically platform is charging. You have to calculate the cost. Okay, if I go with this platform and they are charging cost per impression, how many impression I'm expecting? Because you have to pay upfront. It's not that you will pay. So when you design your campaign, you have to add a money. Let's say for this campaign, I'm putting $500,000. So when you roll out a campaign, so if you put per impression and in a 1 hour, 500,000 people view your ad, you will exhausted your money.
Yes.
So the biggest challenge with social media marketing is you cannot control flow of your budget much.
Yeah.
Right, in traditional media, let's say you buy a slot of 30 seconds on one channel, so you know upfront how much I have to pay, right? Irrespective, 1,000 people watch it, irrespective, 1 person watch it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'll quickly play these small videos. Let's read this. Are you able to see me?
Yes, sir.
Let me.
Online advertising has a language all its own, and if it sounds like a foreign language to you, you're not alone.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think this video might have raised a lot of question and might have answered some of the question, right? So uh, Google Ad, the way it works is that you really have to specify how much you want to pay for a specific ad, right?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Just a second.
Sir, if we fix the budget as
Mhm.
25,
Mhm.
so after that, what is the customer click or not?
So let's say if you no, so your ad will not going to display after that. So once you exhausted your daily limit,
Yes, sir.
so people will not going to, because Google will not going to get charged for it, right?
Yes, sir. It will disappear.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Let me play one more video for you guys. Just a second. So are you able to see this?
Every day your customers and millions
No, sir.
of people search the web.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me play.
Now we can see.
Okay. Yep.
This ad preview section over here is fairly self-explanatory. It shows you how your ad will look if it shows up on the side of the Google search result page.
Okay. Is that clear now? How the Google AdSense really work? Or what are the key things you need to remember? Hello? So are you guys here?
Hello?
Yeah.
Here I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So why it takes too much time to load a landing page sometime? Is it a fault of internet or the developer of that page?
So Aditya, there can be couple of factors. You cannot really, say that it's a one factor is responsible. So you have to see multiple areas. First is, what is the performance of your page? There can be that, the landing page is not written in a way, which can be learned quickly, or there are a lot of data which you are showing at the run, dynamically, which has to come from different uh, segments or different what do you say, the different databases, right? There can be a reason of net connectivity also. So generally, a lot of organization does that they uh, before showing a user a landing page, they really identify the connection bandwidth of that user. For example, if a user is viewing a page from a tier 3 tier 4 city with a very low connectivity, very low bandwidth, right? And if you show a very heavy page with a lot of images, it will definitely going to take time, right? So how, it doesn't matter how well a developer really designed a page, or how optimized the page is, it will going to take time, because the net connectivity is not that good, right? So in that cases, people generally have different version of pages. One is for broadband, one is for slow network, and they uh, display as per the current network, right? So ultimately your goal is that person should view a page in quick span of time, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. So it's very difficult to really generalize that who, because of what factors they are, and because generally there are multiple factors of it. Okay. So what I'll say is that these are I have posted on this slide, and right after the call I'll upload the at least the presentation, so that you can view it and view these videos. So in your free time, just look into the Facebook, LinkedIn videos also, and I'll give in a link of how you can create a AdSense on Google. So what you should do is in coming week, you should try exploring all these three channels, see how you can make a ad over it. There are a lot of videos, self-training videos available. Look into it, and you will be easily able to create ads. Okay, so follow-up reading. So I have again mentioned a lot of readings over the portal also. So CPC, CPMU you can get easily on the portal, and there are link of AdWeeks where you get fundamental of FTP and AdWords. I have already shown few videos, but still I have an attachment also. Then important readings of right message audience. These are the two blogs. So you should go through it thoroughly. Okay.
Sir, Facebook, LinkedIn, is they provide any trial version for advertising?
So they all have. So you go and create your login, and you can start. They may,
Yes, sir. That's why I'm asking.
yeah, they may ask for your credit card details and all those stuff. But don't publish your ad. So until and unless you don't publish your ad, they're not going to charge. They may ask for the credit card and other details, but they, to verify that you are a genuine user, and they may charge $1 or something, like they just verify your card is valid or not by charging $1 or so Otherwise, it's all, you know,
Yes,
until
sir.
unless you don't publish anything and you don't go live, you know, it's they don't charge. The reason is
Yes,
you know
sir.
you will get to know about it more the you know the more you explore. Like Google Analytic is again, you know, it really gives you a lot of, you know, good idea. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in session 3 we're going to cover, if you have any doubts on any of this channel, how to create, and if you face any issue. Okay.
Sir.
Okay. So these are the reading you should go through.
Yeah. CPC, CPM.
Right. Okay. Okay. So also now we have to start our group assignment, which is critical for your, you know, to clear this session. So the assignment which I have seen that only one group is created till now. I'll ask Ashish to create all other groups now. So you have to do a case study on water purifier. So take, you know, take an example. Let's say you are running a campaign, social media campaign, to sell water purifier
Yes.
online, right? So what you need to do is you need to design a campaign. You need to consider all aspects which we have covered. You need to finalize a channel where you want to market your or you want to run your campaign. Okay. So you need to present
Yes.
a small PPT or small Word doc, whatever you want, you are comfortable with complete strategy which you're
Yes,
going
sir.
to deploy, right? And you have to submit it before end of the session 4. So in session 4, I'll pick each group who has to present this uh, presentation, or, you know, explain the campaign of, you know, whatever you have created. Let's say if you have a Word doc file, you have to run through that doc file, and if you have a PPT, you have to present it, right?
Yes, sir.
So you guys have to present it. You know, there will not be any offline submission. So group uh, who will not able to present that on session 4 will not get any marks of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just inform other people also that session 4 you all have to join. In session 3 we're going to really you know, I'll going to answer your questions if you have any on the assignment. Okay. So it's very important that you go through all recommendation rating of session 1, session 2, explore and you know, channels which I have referred in this class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And there is no mandatory format, or there is no mandatory style which you have to submit. Feel free to submit anytime. I want to see your thought process, because that's really you know, help me understand what really you have, you know, what are your takeaway from this, right? Clear? So should I
Yes, sir.
cover what you prefer selling assignment more? Any question do you have? So clear what you have to do?
Yes, sir.
Sorry?
Please define this assignment. Actually, in first class I didn't get too much.
In first class?
I didn't get too much that what I have to do.
Okay. So you have to design a campaign. Let's say you are a, you know, campaign head for a water purifier who are planning to run a campaign to sell it offline, right? So
Yes, sir.
what you have to really present
Offline like traditional marketing.
for online.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Online. Sorry, yeah. So what you have to do, submit in this assignment is, first you have to do all whatever you have learned till now in these 2 sessions. So you have to do segmentation, target,
Yes.
positioning, or 3 C's you have to do. You have to identify who you're going to target, on which platform you're going to target, what will be your ad.
Yes, sir.
You have to come up with a sample ad.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have to come up with a budget. What is the budget you are going to target,
Yes, sir.
right? So if you remember the online class, online study material short case study we did, so you have to follow that. You have to do a segmentation, target positioning, or customer content and context. Then you have to see which is the right channel for you to cover.
Yes, sir.
Then you have to see how much revenue, or how much, not revenue I'll say, but at least you should also have some expectation of your outcome, what really you are expecting for each campaign.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any other question? Okay, then I think we are good for today, and I'll upload this video, and also feel free to post questions
Yes.
over forum. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.